Hello everybody and welcome back to Borderlands 3. My name is Mikey Dubs and we're trying to take our flak to the very tippity top of the mountain on Mayhem 11 with next to or perfect gear across the board. Today's mission, as you can see on screen, is to discover the Trial of Instinct here on the Floodmore Basin. And we're going to be farming the true Trial of Instinct. Right now, I haven't decided if I want to go with my Spellcaster flak or my gun flak to go get the job done. But I'm excited because the Trial of Instinct has really good dedicated drops for flak and stuff that I haven't really used on flak ever. Number one, the Tizzy ×2 ×3 COV pistol. And with my new, and if you missed the last episode, we did a bunch of company man farming. With my new company men, and I'll show you guys those now. With our new company men, like this new COV one, accuracy, damage, and minus heat per shot, we can boost up a COV weapon or any other kind of weapon for that matter really well, including the second dedicated drop from the true Trial of Instinct, which is the Backburner from Vladov. And that's a launcher option, and on my Black Hall of Fame wall over there, I don't have a launcher. I haven't really used a launcher, and the Backburner was the first launcher on Moe's that got me into the launcher game in the end game. So the Backburners are a really nice place for me to start as far as what launchers to use on flak if I really wanted to. They definitely are, some of the biggest, baddest bossing machines out there. And not only are those two weapons dedicated drops from the true Trial of Instinct, but two flak class mods, the Cosmic Stalker, which is a mobbing class mod that I haven't really gotten a chance to use. What it does is it boosts the power of all flak's hunter kill skills. So here's the bounty hunter, which lets you activate hunt kill skills when dealing gun damage. The Cosmic Stalker is kind of the other part of this, where it doesn't activate on bosses and things like that. You actually have to kill your opponents, but in a mobbing situation, the Cosmic Stalker lets your hunter kill skills be really powerful. So it's gonna be it'll be a nice pickup. And the Red Fang, which is one of the class mods that I don't have, for beating endgame content that juices up your pet to be really tanky and draw tons and tons of aggro. It's going to be a nice farm today. Let's get to it. To the Wayward Tether we go. And to make room in our backpack, we're going to drop off some stuff in the bank. Let's go. Okay, so I've decided on a Face Puncher build with Unleash the Dragon, a stack bot. This is going to be a pretty traditional fadeaway flak style build. And we're going to use the Unleash the Dragon so that way every single melee attack we do also ignites. It's a pretty funny combo, does a lot of damage, so let's have some fun with it. Use the drop pod to start the Trial of Instinct. I haven't test run this Proving Ground or this build. Now, I don't know exactly how the stack bot works with the pet. But right now, as far as I understand, the stack bot, as long as I critically strike, then it will get increased gun damage. Now, for some reason, the Face Puncher doesn't ever count as not critting, so I can constantly stack it, right? But I do have my pet out there, so my pet is going to be critting on their first strike, which won't reset it. Hopefully, I can kill things before they get a second strike off. I'm not sure if the pet does reset it, but for now, we're going to be all about the elemental stacking with the Scorcher, as you can see the build here. It's a pretty traditional fadeaway build with only reload speed in the middle tree. Let's get the job done. All right, here we go. True Trial mode. Hopefully this build works out. Otherwise, I might go back to a Spellcaster, maybe even my Flackups Jacobs Company Man style build. Okay, come on now. And just to make sure that the class mod is on properly, I'm going to unequip and re-equip it, just like the old days. Even though I don't think I have to do that, let's do it. Oh, prove it to whom, I wonder, says the Overseer. Who are you trying to prove it to? I'm trying to prove it to myself. I want Tizzies. I want Backburners. Let's go. Right, the gates are open. Let's get this party started with a little bit of massive damage. Oh my. Oh my. This could be pretty sick. How's that burn going? The burn's looking pretty nice. Burner's looking pretty nice. I don't have to be worried about reloading. It's not like I'm playing Blastmaster modes or anything like that. One shot per enemy. Now, with our Unleash the Dragon Relic, we get melee damage and incendiary damage as the bottom rolls. Every melee we do will burn our enemies, just like the fish slap. Speaking of fish slap, we got one on. We've got one with us. Hey, we're making quick work of them. We don't have that ricochet we do with something like a, a Jacob's build, or even like a Torg build or something like that. So we have, it's really one enemy at a time, but we have, it looks like such great single target damage. What do we get here? A Bearcat, a Torg assault rifle. I remember using the Bearcat from Borderlands 2, I believe. All right. See this damage. A boss. Not necessarily a boss, but a badass. I might have to deactivate my pet. I don't know if it's too late to do that, though. I think the pet does, in fact, reset Stackbot. Otherwise, I feel like I'd be, like, absolutely rinsing all these lads. Go. Okay, on to the next stage. So I believe there's a 50% chance at Tizzy, 50% chance at Backburner, 50% chance of both of those class mods. So like we're guaranteed at least a decent amount of loot. We got dinos. It's dino season. Uh-oh. Where you going, buddy? Nice crit. Good crit. Every first attack against the new enemy is gonna crit. Yes, I believe... I believe that my gun damage right now is being reset by my pet. So if I know the stack bot, and I know the stack bot pretty well, its damage usually ramps up beyond where we're at right now fairly quickly. Like it wouldn't take 4 shots to kill a predator, is what I'm saying. But those fadeaway cycles are ridiculous. And get you. You can cycle fadeaway relatively quickly with a shotgun in most cases. Let's continue on. I hope I don't run out of blammo. That'd be pretty embarrassing. But again, I haven't test run it, so that's what can happen if you don't test run it. Run out of blammo, your build might not work the way it's supposed to. Your pet can be resetting your stack bot. Notice how my damage isn't that much higher than it was when we started. That's indicative of the stack bot not functioning. What we might do is a respec after this run. Maybe if we run to the boss and the boss seems like impossible to kill, we can even do a hot swap mid round. This is pretty satisfying though. Unleash the dragon with a face puncher. Get that those nice dots. I'm a fan of it. Come on, critical strikes. Let's add some of those bullets back to the magazine. Look at that. See, look when we haven't. But then the pet resets. I'm telling you right now, the pet is resetting it. Because when everything crits for a bit, like even after, maybe it's the extra melee damage we're getting. I'm down to 81 bullets. I'm gonna have to start sourcing some ammo here soon. Let's reload and get that fire rate bonus. It is flak. You have that skill from Salvador. Oh, baby, baby, baby. This is a fun build. You get to play a little bit like Amara as flak. Later, kiddo. All right, what did you guys drop? Let's see, a Scourge and a Khazar. Okay, we're gonna leave those. But we need to get some blam munition. Oh my, the shotgun blammo. All right, well, a little bit more for your lad. See, that's all we gotta do. It's back to the old days. All right, Pat, I need you to stay up there. Oh shoot. All right, Trial of Instinct, where are you? There you are. Big dino. We have in our arsenal huge fire damage. Okay, the one thing I'm missing now is my Guardian Angel. Do I have any other guns in my inventory at all? I do. What if I just Guardian Angel swap? Right, so now I'm going to get extra melee damage. My action skill just ended. Here we go. How much damage is that going to do? Kind of mediocre, right? I think the face puncher definitely does better. We stick to our guns. We go face puncher. You can go fish slaps in between. Fish slaps for the stagger. Uh-oh. Okay. Slippery slide. This guy's just got a ton of health. Wonder where his crit spot is. It's gotta be his mouth, right? It's important to know. I'm not getting any crits though. Let's add some of that ammo back to my magazine, please. Good job. Okay, we've already got it down below half, and we think our stack bot is messed up. So this is actually going pretty well. Get our kill skills up and running here. Bad. Give me some of those kill skills. Off you. I'm the 56 ammo. Get our fish slaps up and running. This isn't, I mean, it looks like I'm not doing a ton of damage, but realistically, in the grand scheme of things, I'm doing a lot. I just think that my stack bot is getting reset. So next time we're going to try it without pet out here and see. I know I'm going to lose a lot of damage because we're not going to get the elemental. I just don't know. If I'm just missing out on too much damage because my pet keeps resetting it. My pet has been dead though. The pet's been dead. The stack bot should be stacking up normally now. Okay. Come on, get over here. We can come back here with Spellcaster and see how it goes. Hey, get away from me. But I'm not too disappointed with the overall performance. Like, this is a tanky boss. This is how it goes. Like, if you can't be disappointed at this point with this kind of damage. No way. But we are out of blammo, which is sad. We could probably hot swap over to a King's Call with this build and give me a Jacob's Company man. Stackbot should be fine. In a fish slap, I'll swap over to a Mitosis Hunter Seeker. Right. We're hitting those nice crits. Now let's get a good Stackbot going. Yep. Okay. Now that's gonna be our first reset. We ping them with the King's Call. Now this is the way. Okay, I think I might come back here with a fully fleshed out King's Call build, something that can really take this to the next level, because right now this is definitely not optimized for a King's Call build. The shredtation is definitely there. Way more than I was doing with the face puncher. And I have a really good King and Queen's Call, so I might as well use them first run down. Let's go. Not bad. We started that about 10 minutes ago. We get ourselves a fire backburner and a shock Tizzy. I mean, what a great start. Oh, I mean, what a great start. We have some early weapons to start ranking our other weapons that we get against, which is amazing. Beautiful, man. So really excited for this now. I'm gonna come back here with my Jacob's Company man build, and I'm gonna rinse this thing. Ooh, what a start! Oh, we really got a cosmetic. Let's see, a dead eye, pistol damage, flat off weapon damage, and weapon charge speed. Very interesting dead eye comm. But I would want, I think, launcher damage on it. Here's a red fang. Don't have one yet. It only has a max health, and here's a Cold Warrior. Okay, so we got a Red Fang. We have one to compare our other Red Fangs to when we get there. Let's go ahead and hit us up with a save quit. Then we're gonna go to Sanctuary. We're gonna get a Jacobs, and I'll show you guys how I do my Jacobs Company Man build. It's pretty specific, but we're gonna head to Sanctuary and get ourselves our Company Man, Jacobs Company Man set up, because that seemed like it was doing enough damage regardless. So while the Face Puncher, the stack bot build probably is way better than I'm giving it credit for. I'm certainly messing something up. If the Jacobs 1 build works, it's a build of my own creation. It's like, oh, it's not utilizing some sort of like a kind of glitchy technique, which is the stack bot and the Face Puncher combo. Okay, so for this build, we are going to be prioritizing Two Fang, which is the main difference because we're using single pellet weapons such as the King Queen's Call and the Rowan's Call. That's going to be our major difference. That we're going to be stacking up Two Fang a lot. We also are ignoring Second Intention. And we have a lot of skills in this tree that we want. There are a lot of trees that skills we're probably going to come back for, but we will be back for them. We need to get the Lick the Wounds, otherwise we will never survive. So let's take Furious Attack. After shooting an enemy, Flak gains a stack of Furious Attack. For each stack of Furious Attack, Flak's handling and gun damage are increased. The pet gains increased damage per stack. That's going to be really good for us. Okay, now we want increased fire rate and gains even more fire rate after reloading. The reason we want this is because we're using the Rowan's Call for mobbing. All right. So I think we can stop there for Green Tree. We want to head down Blue Tree until we can get to the Great Horned Skag. But I'm thinking more and more nowadays that we don't need this tree as much as I thought we did. I like Frenzy. I do. Well, maybe we should capstone this tree. Action skill cooldown matters to me. And then we go for something like Hidden Machine. That's a really good fadeaway skill. 30% damage is ridiculous. When I'm healthy, I do more. And then it's Rage and Recover for 1. And you can choose any of these other skills to put a point into. I like Rage and Recover for 2. It's nice. So now we have 18 points, right? I like to go down the middle tree for the Great Horned Skag. It's probably one that I like the best because I also like Frenzy. So we're going to take Action Skill Duration and 1 point in each of these. And then it's Frenzy for 5 and Great Horned Skag. And we can chill there. We don't need anything else from this tree. With 8 more points, I like to come back into this tree and put 3 into the Most Dangerous Game. I like to finish out Grim Harvest. I like to max out Hunter's Eye as well. So we're actually not going to put any points into the purple tree, and we're not taking any reload at all, because with our Jacobs weapons, realistically, we don't want to be reloading all that much. The 2 weapons that we're going to be utilizing for this build are going to be the Rowan's Call and the King's Call. So let's get that job done and then head over to the Trial of Instinct. Rowan's Call, you're back. And you're going to enter my 1 slot. I like Radiation on my Rowan's Calls. Now, Corrosive is probably going to be best, but I don't have a Corrosive Rowan's Call yet. I'm on the lookout for it. Next, we're going to go Guardian Angel. The Tizzy, we're gonna keep you in the inventory for sure, but in the backpack for now. Maybe actually we'll go keep a Tizzy and instead put my King's Call out here. This is the build, and I like to run a Bounty Hunter. Revolter, Hunter Seeker Company. Man, this looks like it's gonna be just fine. All right, let's head to the Trial of Instinct after unlocking our action skill, which of course is a fadeaway action skill with Gorillas in the Mist, and Unblinking Eye is what you should be using for bossing. But for mobbing, it's not my circus, so you can take whichever one you want here. It doesn't really matter that much, I would say. But I'm gonna say not my circus, just so we can get through the mobbing portions a little bit easier, and then we can swap it out. If you really need a lot more aggro draw from your pet. I think it's Wayward Tether. Ghostlight Beacon. Wayward Tether is my newest one. If you really need more pet aggro, you can put on the Red Fang. And then sacrifice the Bounty Hunter with the stack bot damage. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to turn on True Trial mode, and we're going to do our second run. Very exciting stuff. We're going to be boosting up our Tizzy. So the Tizzy is really nice because the Tizzy is like a replacement for your King or Queen's Call that's fully automatic, that's from a different manufacturer, that allows you to boss something with critical strike rinsing that isn't a King or Queen's Call. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. It is time to prove the same thing with the Backburner too. The Backburner is a great mobbing or bossing option. We don't have a pet out. We definitely want a pet with this build. And for this build, because we get all the way down to it, let's put on the Great Horn Skag. You start tanking for me. It should be Rowan's Call during this. And smack these piles. We don't care that much about reload speed because if we are aiming properly, we are not reloading all that much. Why not just take the bonus damage? Why not just give... If we're not going to... Theoretically, if we play well, we're not going to be reloading that much. Why wouldn't we just go all in on damage? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't we? I have a little bit of health regen. I've got 2 points in Rage and Recover. So after I get a kill, I regen health, and it's a lot of health regen. So when I'm in combat, I have that. I mean, in the Jacob's Company, man, takes the Rowan's Call to a whole new level. What do we get right here? A Rat Commander. Okay, without a Rat Commander without action skill damage or action skill cooldown is probably pretty weak. We might have to do a reload here soon. Yep, our first reload in a while because we missed a lot of shots. I see you. There we go. And because it's all crit, those will all ricochet and do area of effect damage, which is why everything around us is dead. This is the real... This is the flak build of truly bad intentions. I really like Jacob's flak. King's Call, Rowan's Call, you send it. Now, with the Bounty Hunter, the Rowan's Call, Corrosive might be the best, but Radiation, I mean, definitely has something going for it, I think. What's nice about the Bounty Hunter over the Stack Bot is that the Stack Bot is really best in a mobbing situation. Or, I'm sorry, in a bossing situation, right? It stacks up on a single target and, you know, you're not shooting things outside of fadeaway all that often. But the Bounty Hunter is just good all the time. I mean, the Stack Bot does give you really nice damage too, but only if you can consistently crit. And I'm missing crits from time to time, and my pet is missing crits from time to time, and I like having pet out. I like Jacob's Company man style builds a little bit more. Rinsed.
Well done, but have they taken note? That is what I wonder.
Let's do it. Rinsed. I do have... I think I have Guardian rank on. Which... I mean, I've earned that Guardian rank. It's a lot of damage, for sure. I do a lot of damage without it, so... Let's go ahead and we will take it off for next run and see how we do. It's just that some of the Guardian rank perks are so, like, good. Like, combo. Like, I'll show you. Like, probably maybe the best one. Where's the Guardian rank? Is it this one? There's Guardian rank. Where's combo? Right here. Increase gun damage by 2% for 1 second with each shot. So you get so much gun damage from this bad boy. And you just get a lot of good perks from the Guardian rank system. But if we turn it off, see how our damage does. Our reload speed is definitely not as quick. A bit of a drop off. Good reload. start trying to get back into the groove because we need to activate our kill skills and all that for it to make sense. I mean, I think we're still very, very strong. Get that bonus weapon damage after fadeaway from the anointment on my Rowan's Call. Yeah, this feels a little bit more balanced. That was a badass. Yeah, the fadeaway Rowan's Call still goes absolutely nuclear. You got Mitosis Hunter Seekers to stack up for our action skill to come back sooner. Just like so. Okay, right there wasn't really aiming too much. That's why I gotta use my scope. There. You really want to be hitting crits while in fadeaway. Okay, what I should keep along with me is a resurrection gun. I want to res my pet here. You have a range attack? I did take some damage, but pet is back. I'm not too invested in pet, you know, life, you know, survivability, so. Unfortunate for pet, but we're out here. Okay, here we go. Now, to get our action skill back the absolute fastest, what I would like to do is put on something like a Maggie. A Maggie and a Skull Masher.
A final battle to prove yourself.
All right, let's try this. Gotta shoot faster. We have to shoot faster. Okay, maybe the stack bot's the better way. Yeah, I think we have a good baseline for what the King's Call is going to do for us. It's not too insane. Let's try a little bit of Stackbot. This one has weapon damage on it. Come on now. Slowing down a little bit. Yeah, this guy's pretty tanky. I'm also not hitting crits, though. I'm not sure where his crit spot even is. There we go. I think it's got to be in his mouth somewhere. That's where the real chunks come from. There we go. Keep getting those crits. Keep getting those crits. Now we're going to enter a little bit of Stackbot action. Come on. It's rinse season. Focus up. You can keep the King's Call out for this whole thing, because if you can land crits with it, you can get your action skill back just as fast as any other weapon in the game, honestly. Not quite as fast as something like a Monarch or anything like that, but like still pretty good. Working on the trigger finger. Not the fastest in the world, but the more we work it, the better it'll become. I can feel the muscle in it starting to tire a bit, but you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world if you're trying to get better at it. Come on now. And for the face. Ooh. Okay, what I might end up doing is coming back here with the Spellcaster Flak and seeing how well it does. This is without bar. I think I might turn on bar just for the sake of my physical health. That's what we're here for. It's a challenge. Okay, down goes Frazier. A little bit of down, a little bit of Frazier. Okay, like that. We're in a good spot. Action skills coming back up really often. I'm going to highlight our enemy in red by using the ping system, which allows us to go for better crits. Okay. Kind of want to go back to the bounty hunter because it has an extra pistol damage roll on it. Okay, and I think I get bonus damage for standing still. I'm not sure if I'm expecting that skill though. Let's see. I get bonus damage for standing still. Bonus damage for standing still. I think I do. I gotta find the right skill though. In the blue tree? There's no way. I think it's this one. I'll come back for it later. Now I gotta figure out where his crit spot is. I think it's gotta be like his eyeballs or something. Distance from where he's shooting that big ol' cryo death trap. Yeah, it's gotta be his eyeballs. Look at the way we're getting those crits. I think so. For those eyeballs. Focus on max DPS. Okay, let's do it. Enter fadeaway after this attack ends. Beautiful. Okay, he goes down. We might turn on bar just to see how it goes with it. Okay, a ×3 cryo Tizzy, a conference call. ×2 Tizzy. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so we got a couple Tizzies. Let's pick them. Pick those bad boys up. Nice. Big fan of that. My finger's a little bit tired, but we're gonna get a bit of a break in between, which might honestly, if there's one way to build your trigger finger, it's definitely doing this. Might as well, right? Okay, a venomous hornet, friend bot, a ripper. And we didn't get anything we wanted out of that. But that is okay. So let's check out these Tizzies. If we get ourselves a fire Tizzy, I might swap over to it. But ×2, ×3. And the ×3 only consumes 3 ammo per shot. Versus it does 1.5x damage. I think 21,000 is a max damage roll. I think that's really close to being max damage. We're going to keep both for now. And what do I have another Tizzy in here somewhere? Yeah. 19,000. I don't think that's max damage. I think max damage is like 20,000. For the base ones, and then cryo's a little bit higher at 21, and then radiation's a little bit lower at like 19. Okay, we can do another run. Let's do it. The company man, baby. A bit of Jacobs. No bar. No bar. We don't need it. No, we don't need it. We do it the old-fashioned way. Do it the old-fashioned way. All right. We're on true trial mode.
It is time to
Give me back my ammunition. Tizzies and backburners. Red Fangs and... Let's go. Red Fangs. And Cosmic Stalkers, which I haven't seen a Cosmic Stalker yet. A little bit interesting. Hey, pet, I'm down. You prioritize me. Revive me. Why is he not reviving me? He should be sprinting at me right now. Hold on. Our entire survivability is based on one fact. And that fact is that I have a kill skill that gives pet movement speed. And so, while mobbing in an encounter, he's permanently buffed with movement speed. He should be coming to revive me. I should have that skill. Yeah. How dare you? You, my friend, are on thin ice. All right, come on. Let's do it. We didn't complete it without dying, but that is okay. Let's get started. I would really like to get a Cosmic Stalker for these mobbing situations, just to make the mobbing go by a little bit faster without needing to put on bar. Yeah, were you on your way to revive me or no? You tell me. We might have to do a save quit just to get this... I mean, I'm assuming it have to be a bug at this point. I'm fully aware that I could come back here with like a rack stab build, you know, where that really uses like the Peregrine class mod, like we did for the last video when we farmed the company men. But I just did a whole company man, or I just did a whole, you know, a whole hour of just spamming my action skill at enemies and grenades. So I wanted to get some guns out here. So give me a break for a minute, and it just takes like 1 minute to look at Pet. He's not running at me. This is okay. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Finally showed. Get a little bit of that reload off. So far, I think we got a max damage cryo Tizzy. The only thing about like the cryo Tizzy and even the radiation Tizzy is that those aren't your max damage options for a lot of the bosses in the game, right? A lot of the bosses in the game, it's going to be fire, it's going to be shock, it's going to be corrosive. So those are going to be your 3 main elements for bossing weapons, and that's what the Tizzy it is. I mean, it is really a bossing option, because as a mobbing option, it rinses through too much ammunition, even at times 2, I think. Could be wrong about that. I'm sure people have made Tizzy's work. Hey, Thunderball Fist, a very rare gun in Borderlands 2 because you have to travel a million light years to kill Captain Flint for it. Right.
Very well. You may continue.
You could also be utilizing, you know, URAD. This is without utilizing URAD at all. The reason I'm not utilizing URAD is because it's a very specific anointment to get. So I just don't have access to that kind of iridium right now, and I don't want to go farm iridium. So instead I have, you know, my anointment right now is on action skill and weapon damage is increased by 100% for a short time. The reason I have that on my mobbing gun is because while my fadeaway is over, now I get a nice bit of 100% bonus damage just for a while afterwards. Super good. I can constantly have damage amp. While I'm cycling my action skill, I have a nice damage. Now, right here is when it takes too long to cycle my action skill, right? It's when I lose both sources of damage, either the anointment and the fadeaway, that I start to get in trouble. So I keep medium damage across the board with this build, whether I'm in fadeaway or not in fadeaway.
A new challenger.
For headshots, that's where our action skill regeneration is going to come from. Now, what you can always do is something like this, right? You can use your Rowan's Call, right, while in fadeaway, and then when you're out of fadeaway, switch to something like, oh, I don't have my Maggies out. Shoot, switch to something like a Maggie. I was gonna say.
You do have some skills, I suppose.
And then since the Maggie has 6 pellets, when you're shooting that, boom, 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 it's gonna get you back your action skill pretty quick. Okay, headshots only. The more crits we land, the faster our action skill comes back. The more ricochets we get, the faster our action skill comes back. So it all works together. You want to be landing crits in and out of fadeaway. Oh, we tracked you, buddy. You thought you were going to be fast and not trackable because of all the effects on screen? Well, guess what? We tracked you. Badass poisoner grog. Well, guess what? Don't. I'm talking about. We slide, we glide, we bam, we jam. Want some more sauce? Oh, yeah. There we go. We get a little bit of that weapon damage after fadeaway ends. See how high our damage is after fadeaway ends? It's when that damage falls off. I think it might fall off here, right? No, it's still active, still active, still active. Definitely. Now it's inactive. You see that? I think that's got to be the reason. And what I should do is aim down sights more often, but I don't like slowing down so much. But I should be doing that more often just to land all my shots, because when you do land your shots, this gun is an absolute beast. Badass. You know what we do with badasses in this place? Put a million shots into them and while trying to ping them, but only ping our pet. There we go. The ricochets, get our action skill back. Okay, here we go. Ricochet City. Population U. Okay, come on now. Ouch. Pet makes an immediate attempt to come save my life. That's what we're talking about. Jump off to the side. There we go. It just took a couple of different fadeaway cycles. We get there. I think Pet is alive, which is nice. Come get me, buddy. This guy's got a gun. He's got a gun. There, gotcha. That was a good fun round. Alright, so last time I did the mobbing without bar, I kind of want to put bar back on just to save my finger, but do I feel bad about it? I really don't, because like I've earned this over time, right? So let's use the stats and see how we do.
Now you will be tested.
Iron of Instinct. Those eyeballs. Okay, okay. Even with bar on, it's not that big of a gap, right? Oh, he's targeting me now? Okay. Gonna go down, buddy. Ooh, trying our best to do max damage here. Come on, become vulnerable again. That's the best time to do a lot of damage to him, was when he's between stages like that. Let's try. What's nice about this fight, and why this fight is a little bit nicer for gun damage builds over something like the Hemovorous fight, is I can actually, you know, stay alive in this fight. He doesn't have so many knockups and things like that, you know. We're doing just fine, especially with our Guardian rank on. Okay. Gonna hit me. I gotta move. Very happy for the Fire King's called. We're doing so much work. My action skills going. Or get my kill skills going. I think I'm safe where I'm at. I think I'm rinsing crits based on how fast his health bar is going down. There we go, baby. Not bad. Not bad. And we get an action skill and splash damage. Backburner. That is... Fadeaway active Tizzy. Fadeaway active Tizzy. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's close to max damage. Whoa. That's a nice piece of loot right there. All right, so we got ourselves a radiation Tizzy. I think that's my second radiation Tizzy, no? No, shock. Okay, so radiation is going to be a little bit lower damage than the rest of them, right? So you notice it's going to be lower damage than the shock one. But that's because it's radiation. And I haven't gotten any other good anointments yet, I don't think. So here's shock. The shock one has phase slam on it. Iron Bear, extra stack of rack attack. Not the best stuff, but I got really good anointments now. Fadeaway active. So not this backburner, the radiation one. Action skill and splash damage. Now, it might not be the absolute best. It'd be better for like a mobbing situation. For the action skill end. But what if I did 3-shot fadeaway and... What if I did something like this? Where I put on... Oh, I didn't have on Unblinking Eye. What if I put on 3-shot fadeaway? Right? And I had my backburner. And I just went like this. 1, 2, 3. My action skill was over, and all 3 of those shots landed after my action skill was over. They should crit. Right? They should crit. And at the same time, get the splash damage, right? But I just back up a lot and go 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. I think it's gotta have something. There's gotta be something there. All right, we will definitely be trying that out at a later date, but we're gonna do another run this time with Unblinking Eye on. I didn't realize that I didn't have on probably one of my biggest damage amplifiers, which is an action skill augment. Okay, so we're gonna try to do a run where we put on Unblinking Eye and put on Gorillas in the Mist. I'm excited for what this launcher has capable for, except for the fact that, again, it's radiation. We want fire, corrosive, shock, mostly. I mean, radiation is a nice element for general purpose mobbing, not really for bossing. We haven't gotten that really nice piece of loot, but we've only done a few runs. So, not get greedy. Oops, I'm just putting out the wrong weapons. It's okay though. This backburner should be fine. Oops, I'm doing my controls from Borderlands 2. I went to go drop reload it. It didn't work. Okay, we're back at it. Jacob's company, man. Let's do it with style. Now we're gonna be drawing a little bit more aggro, but we're gonna be doing more damage. Especially with bar on, but we're gonna be trying to rush this down. Let's use all of our Vault Hunter power. Don't. Who's over here, Pat? Let's get him. Later, kids. Whoa. Okay. Whoa! I'm lucky that that big splash of corrosive mist missed me. I'm glad the mist missed me when I missed it. Where's my action skill at, huh? Shield's not full, that's why it's probably not up. Whoa, brother! Heck. Just kidding, I don't need you. Never needed you. Who's the big lad? Like, you? This is a fun fight, though. I like this. I don't give Borderlands, I don't give Gibrocks enough credit for this kind of, you know, really fun mobbing. I'm having a bit of a tough situation with my badass rank. I don't know if I want it on, want it off. You know, I feel like I'm not getting everything that I've worked for. Without it on. But at the same time, I also feel like, you know, I'm rushing the game if I'm just, you know, using bar to kill everything super quickly, you know. Let's turn it off. I might just keep it off forever. I don't know. Don't think I need it. And this is Mayhem 11. Look at the way we just rinse these mobs. Bounty Hunter class mod. I would like to get one. I didn't open up the chest last run, did I? Dude, I really want a Cosmic Stalker. That's a big blunder. Got too excited about the Tizzies. What else do you got for me?
Very well. You may continue.
Thank you. Alright, start with some Mitosis Hexes, or Mitosis, Hunter Seekers. Get out there and find some stuff. You're down. There's a lot of dinosaurs taking this path right here, so I'm gonna shoot that way. Gotcha. Where are you at? Later, skater. Oh, baby. Scan the minimap. Dash your eyes around to the enemies on the board. Make sure that you make use of your fadeaways. I'm gonna crouch to see if I can get this guy. Oh, nice try. Oh, he did get me. Shoot. Pet, you cannot die on me. I think we have a little bit of an angle here while this guy's on the other side of this rock. Get owned. No, actually get owned. Hater. You. Oh, there are more? Shoot, okay. Oh, there might have been it. But let's go ahead in the fadeaway. I'm not shooting anything anymore, I don't think. Now I am. Boom. Rowan's call, baby. Radiated Jabber. That's not good. Let's pull out my King's Call. Boom. Get owned. See, I'm not like Moe's where like a certain enemy type completely counters me. Like fire immune enemies against Moe's. It isn't Moe's fault, by the way. It's just the way that the character scales in the endgame. And you can get other elements going on her, but... She really is a fire elementalist specialist.
Have more to prove. It has arrived.
Ding the crits, ding the headshots, and we're there. Okay, onto the boss. Just make sure that we have no bar, and we've got Gorillas in the Mist and Unblinking Eye. Yeah, I think that's really good damage. Whoa, you got right on top of me? Oh, good thing I got lifesteal for my King's Call. Come on, brother. I am your brother. Okay. Juke City, you? Ooh, baby, baby, baby. The real system I wish that could be in place for the badass rank or bar is to have a system where I don't have to turn on the percentages, but I can get the perks. Now, I think they're doing something completely different in Borderlands. 4, which I'm not against either. Well, it's gonna hit me. It doesn't look like it. These guys having a hard time doing any damage to me. Okay, let's do it. Up with a good damage window. So you can swap to something maybe like a Tizzy. You see the potential there, right? You see the potential, but you also see the ammo consumption. Okay. ATOS. Use our Mitosis Hunter Seekers to get us back our action skill faster. That's the main objective of the grenade. I want to open up a damage window after he gets down to... actually, let's just do it now. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Man, Unblinking Eye isn't giving me the damage that I really wanted to. I might put bar back on. I'm still conflicted. I don't want to trivialize the game, though, you know? Okay, we have good damage if we can just get a nice crit cycle on him. We don't need bar. If we can just get a nice crit cycle. Wonder if the gun is a crit spot. It doesn't look like the gun is a crit spot. No, it's not. But the eyeballs are. Get some kills on the side to get your action skill back. Classic flak technique, you can do that. And crits also get your action skill back. Activate your action skill, move out of the way from where you were. I don't think I was hitting many crits, but we gotta move from where we are. Holy cow.
Let us hunt, my friend.
Any enemies on the side over there? See you, yep. Hello, brother. Oh, this actually might hurt me. He's shooting electric into the water? Yeah, I'm gonna get out of there. Now, put our phone behind a rock. Ooh, okay, not bad damage. Is my pet is my pet just sitting on top of him, just smacking him over and over again? That's so funny. Let's do it. Hopefully this will be it. Come on, baby. There we go. Got him. Woo! Okay. Not bad. Here's our first corrosive Tizzy. A radiation Tizzy at 18, 18, 20. Let's see. Pat, are you serious? So we're gonna pick up this 19,072 corrosive Tizzy. I know that's not max damage, but we're gonna grab it. And we have our very first replacement opportunity. This is a pretty big deal. We haven't gotten a replacement Tizzy yet for any of our Tizzy types. Well, never mind. This is a ×3 radiation. We don't have a ×3 radiation yet. And it's the same damage, but more pellets. Nice. Take those. All right, let's not forget about our chest here. Come on, Cosmic Stalker. And this will be the end.
Not bad.
This will be the end. I had a great time in this video. Running some Trial of Instinct. Getting some Tizzy, some Backburners. Maybe we'll get ourselves a Cosmic Stalker here. No Cosmic Stalker. Shockstone, an Atom Bomb, loaded dice. Interesting. With radiation damage on it. and see a bifurcated friendly friend bot and an unlucky text bird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's me for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more videos like this one. I think in the next video, we might come back and do some more, but I also want to go farm the Slaughter Star 3000 for some Rowan's calls. I would love to get a corrosive Rowan's call to synergize better with my bounty hunters. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.